The final showdown of the Universal God of Destruction tournament is here. The tournament is now officially over as Son Goku maxes out his powers as a Super Saiyan Blue infused with the Kaio-Ken ability as he sets to go all out against Universe 6's mightiest assassin, Hit. Welcome Dragon Ball fans to my official Dragon Ball Super Episode 40 review entitled The Conclusion at Last, Who Will Prevail, Beerus or Champa? A very action-packed and shocking episode indeed, concluding the battle between Goku and Hit. Now before I go any further into this review guys, a fair warning into this video will contain loads of spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything that happens, if you don't want anything spoiled for you, simply fast forward the video, go watch the episode for yourselves, and come back so we can talk more Dragon Ball Super. Also guys, please note before we begin that I will be covering the entirety of this episode in my breakdown review coming in about an hour or so, so in which case if you guys want to find out all the juicy details alongside what's going to happen next week in next week's episode, go on ahead and tune in for that because there's loads to talk about here today, so alongside with some amazing gameplay for you to watch as well, so don't miss the breakdown review coming in about an hour or so. Lots of awesome things to discuss. So now let's get into the episode. So this was indeed the conclusion of the Universal Tournament. We have a winner, and before anything I will say that this was an outstanding episode from start to finish, at least in my opinion. Of course, it showed off a more desperate Goku towards the end, while being heavily overconfident during like the early portions of him using the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken ability in attempts to figure out a way how to beat Hit. But you got to give it a Hit. I mean, Hit brought the fight to Goku on this one. I believe that this was hands down the greatest battle of this arc thus far, bar none, hands down. The best pairing of both characters. I mean, it was emotional, it was unexpected, it was exciting, and it left you wanting more. It left you wanting more of Hit and what more can come from his character, of course. But in this particular episode, Hit definitely brought the fight to Goku, and that was something that Goku did not expect, especially towards the end, because of course Hit kept getting stronger and Goku gradually was getting weaker. So early from the get-go, guys, we see that Hit was able to increase his Tokitobashi time leap ability once again as he was able to counteract Goku's God Kamehameha wave, and during the course of battle he was able to catch Goku off guard. There was one scene in particular where Goku went for the attack and Hit went for the attack right after him, and Hit was able to land some really devastating shots which caused Goku to lose his Super Saiyan God Kaioken form until he was able to stagger back up. He pumped himself back up, he powered up, and he landed a really good shot at Hit's face. Hit went flying right into the Champa statue, and needless to say guys, by the end of it, both Hit and Goku threw the fight, in which case resulted in Menaka stepping up right after Goku threw the fight, because towards the end of it, we see that Goku and Hit had a mutual respect for one another. Of course, they want to battle once again. Given the circumstance that the Kaioken ability was taken a lot away from Goku, he wasn't able to continue much longer. And of course, the hit that Goku had caused to, have impact upon Hit took a lot away from him as well. So towards the end of the fight, guys, we see Goku, he leaps out of the ring. Goku has been eliminated, forcing Menaka to step up. Now, Menaka was really funny because he was trembling in his shoes when he stepped up against Hit. He was obviously scared, and Champa realized from the get-go, just to end it, and he told Hit just to end it all. And what's funny here is Menaka, he kind of like, did like this somersault spin into the ring, and like he landed on his head, and everyone's looking at him like this guy is like stupid. And once he got right back up, he greeted Hit, and then once the bell rang, Menaka went for the punch, and he went to go punch Hit, right, and he hit him like right towards like his lower leg area. And I swear to God, whoever wrote this episode must have been thinking, professional wrestling, because what Hit did after that was really unexpected. He actually faked, the impact, and he went flying against the barrier wall, and he hit the ground, causing himself to be eliminated. I swear to God, this reminded me of Hulk Hogan and Diesel from WCW, because they actually did the one finger poke of doom, but in this case, it wasn't just a finger, it was a punch. And towards the end, we see how pissed Champa was. Champa wants to kill his team. Again, guys, I will discuss more of this in my breakdown review coming in about an hour, so lots of information, including the Zenos. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, the lords of everything, the gods of gods make their appearance towards the end, which is a huge shock because it puts fear in both Beerus and Champa. I have never ever seen them as scared as they were, especially when the Zenos came by, because when the Zenos arrived towards the end, Varus and Whis were telling both Beerus and Champa like, yo, take a look at who's here, and then once they took a glance on who was in the ring, they both were utterly terrified as to what they saw, and that was the Zenos. If you guys haven't seen my previous video on it, the Zenos are supposed to be the gods who are even above Beerus and Champa, Whis and Varus, so they must be supremely strong. Again, guys, I will talk more of that in my breakdown review. And of course, towards the ending, we get to see Zamara, the god of the dragons, appear in the end, because in next week's episode, they're going to go on ahead and summon him. He looks like the Wind Dragon of Raw from Yu-Gi-Oh! It looks absolutely awesome, guys. Again, this episode, it wasn't as action-packed as the last week's episode was, but needless to say, this episode was just jam-packed with lots of things. Again, I will talk more of that in the breakdown, because it is something that cannot be, bestowed upon, because this was actually an episode where There was a lot of emotion going into it because Goku realized, you know, he had reached his limit, and of course Hit as well. Hit being a fighter that Goku has never encountered before, that was able to put up with Goku's abilities and whatnot. So obviously Goku has tremendous respect for him, and of course Hit having respect for Goku. Towards the end, both of them throwing the fight, and Menaka winning by default. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about your overall thoughts on this episode. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? And what do you guys expect to see in next week's episode that pertains to the Zenos? Because I just cannot wait to see what they have to say about the gods, because Champa's been acting up. Beerus has been like nonchalant about it, but needless to say, if it wasn't for the Zenos, Champa would have possibly killed his own team, because he wanted to do that towards the end. He felt as if they embarrassed him and whatnot, but towards the end they appeared, and that's where the episode ended off. So the Universal God of Destruction tournament is now officially over, guys. Comment down below your overall thoughts and opinions on it. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball update or review. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys cannot wait to see the Zenos in action, if you guys cannot wait to see the next episode of Dragon Ball Super, smash that like button. Leave your overall thoughts down in the comment section description below, guys. Tune in for the next episode, and I'll be seeing you guys down in the comments below. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.